Hey, hey, hey! What's going on? Cloneyoshi here, talking about shit. Because school is a thing, and messes with the schedule of getting videos out, and so you have to make a last-minute vlog type video. So here we are. What's up? So yeah, this is kind of last minute because school sucks. So, yeah, there you go. But I'm here to talk about Season 1 of Ash vs. Evil Dead. But before I talk about Ash vs. Evil Dead, I'm going to talk about the other Evil Dead shit. Why? Because I want to. This is my video. If you don't like it, don't watch it. But yeah. It started off with Evil Dead. Oh god. Evil Dead was a pretty good movie for what it was. One of the first Cabin in the Woods movies. Good. It was really good. Highly recommend it. It's a little bit more serious than the rest of the series, but it has a lot of staples in there. And I recommend it. Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn. First part's kind of a remake of the first movie, but it's a sequel to the first movie at the same time. Mainly because they couldn't get the rights to show footage from the first movie. So they had to reshoot it, which is kind of funny. But yeah, this adds more to that story, and adds more to Ash getting fucked up. So, yeah, it's a lot funnier now. Has more of a sense of humor about things, and it's a lot of people's favorite horror movie, and I can see why. Evil Dead is my favorite horror franchise. So, yeah. It's people's favorite horror movie. And it's a good one. I recommend it. Check it out. Then, at the end of Evil Dead 2, Ash gets sucked back in time to the medieval age. And that leads into Army of Darkness, the most comical movie yet. And it takes place in medieval times, and Ash is fish out of water there. He has to do all this crazy shit, destroy the Necronomicon and get back to present times. And there's some hijinks, some quotable lines. Boomstick, come on. But after that there was a break because didn't make that much money. It was only a cult favorite, you know? Then 2014, they made a reboot, remake, sequel to Evil Dead. The reason why I declare it as all three of those is because it's not exactly like the first movie. It has a lot of similar plot points, and at the end, it has Bruce Campbell show up to say groovy. And what I've heard is, if they made more movies, that Bruce was originally going to show up and do stuff with Mia. Yeah. So, is it a remake? Is it a reboot? Is it a sequel? I don't know. For remake 6, it's probably one of the better remakes. It's still a pointless remake, but it's better than, say, Nightmare on Elm Street, or Friday the 13th, or Halloween, even though some people like the Halloween remakes. Okay. But yeah, there's that going on. And then, a few years pass, thinking, hey, we'll probably get another movie at some point. And it got to the point of, oh, I guess that's probably not going to happen. And then the show gets announced. Bruce is back. What? Bruce is back? What? As the main character? What? Yeah, Bruce is back. And it's a good show. It's my favorite show on the air. And I watch a lot of TV shows. Like, the only TV show I don't really watch is Game of Thrones, and that's because I don't have HBO. And I'm too lazy to sign up for shit, man. I don't want to fucking pay extra money for HBO or pirate it. I'm too lazy to fucking pirate Games of Thrones, man. I pretty much know everything that happens on Game of Thrones too. So, I don't fucking care. But anyway, Ash vs. Evil Dead. It's probably my favorite show on the air right now. And, it's not my favorite show of all time, but it's my favorite show on the air right now. It has some problems, but it's probably going to be fleshed out more in Season 2, is what I'm hoping for. So, we'll see how it goes. And it's funny as hell. It's a funny show. And it's a horror show. So, that's two of my favorite genres, comedy and horror. Blend them together, you get little seeds that I will eat. And, yeah. It's a good show. There's a lot of character development for Ash. And there's a lot of nods to the old movies. Pretty much if you're a fan of the movies, watch the show. You'll like the show. Might be too niche for the mainstream, but if you like horror movies, you'll probably like the show. If you like horror in general, you'll probably like the show. Especially if you like the 80s type of horror, not like today type of horror or stuff like the slasher type of horror or the bloody type of horror. But yeah, it's a good show, and I recommend it to everyone. And it's only 10 episodes long. The first episode's an hour, but the rest are half hour, so 5.5 hours. And you'll be done. And if you buy the DVD, they have a commentary track for every episode. And so you get a lot of insight of how the show works, man. And yeah, it's cool. It's cool to watch. I watched it this weekend. I watched all the Evil Dead movies and Ash vs. Evil Dead. And then I watched Ash vs. Evil Dead again with commentary on. Yeah. It doesn't take that long either to watch it, because it's only 5.5 hours. And with today's binge watching motifs, it's probably a pretty easy watch for most people. So I recommend it. Check it out if you're interested in that type of genre at all. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll check you guys out next week. Hopefully we'll have a more production video up for you. But until next week, check you later. Peace.
3-day weekend! Yeah!